I've always loved filming. Every chance I get, every rain, I'm like at Akatia or in the hills in Temecula, Beaumont, Ritchie, wherever, just trying to shovel jumps. Like I don't like going to jumps that people have already done. I like to go make my own jumps, and my rule is if you shovel it, you jump it. That's how I look at it. And I don't like when people go out and shovel like a gnarly jump and be like, okay, someone hit it. I'm like, you shoveled it, you jump it. You know what I mean? You had this vision of you jumping this jump. Let's see you do it. And I think it's whack that motocross in general is the only sport that you can't make a living filming videos. Like look at street skaters, snowboarders, BMXers. Like you have so many dudes that are so ill that don't even ride a contest, that can go to a contest and whoop your ass. And I feel like our sport needs that. I feel like freestyle motocross is getting boring to me. I go to a contest and everyone has the same tricks. They're doing the same shit, just a different style. And some dudes are doing it bigger, some dudes are doing it not quite as good. And I think it's old to me. I get tired of seeing that. Like I want to have a contest where it's all dirt. Kind of like, if my ideal contest would be like all dirt, like a six-pack this way, a U-turn wall ride, and a six-pack back, and you do it like BMX. You have 4 runs, and the best 2 count. There it is, easy, in and out. But you get to the point where a lot of guys are bitching, like, oh, there's no ramp, I can't do this trick off that. And I don't know, eventually I'll have a contest, but for me, I think my ideal, like my goal, my vision is what I want to do is I want to try to set the way so dudes that actually rip on a bike, like Parsons, Doug Parsons. Dude kills it, hasn't been riding in 9 years. He's back out here back out west, riding again, and you can't even tell the dude hasn't been on his bike. And dudes like that ride that good and have that much passion for what they do, and just, it's a bummer to me dudes like that can't make a living, and I want to be able to like help pave the way to go towards that. And that's what a lot of my sponsors are pumped on. I told them, like, this is what I want to do this year or the next couple years. And Monster, Etnies, everyone that's backing me, Filtrate, they're pumped on it. They're like, let's do it. Like, let's see if we can break the mold. I want to be the dude that breaks the mold. I've been in the contest scene forever, since day one, and it's just getting old to me. That's why I don't feel the drive so much to go there and go win. I'd rather go out and just, winning to me is going out and shoveling a dope ass jump and just doing a huge whip on it or a big ass flip. You know what I mean? Like just getting steezed out in the hills, and hopefully I can be the one to break the mold and bring that into the motocross community. That's my goal. That's my plan. So we'll see if it works. Dudes I would love to go out in the hills with. The dude I missed the most going out in the hills with was Lusk, because Lusk could kill it in the hills, dude. Like he was the dude. Him, Andy Backen, like those 2 dudes, when me and him, we would all go out to Akatia, it would be like, who's gonna find the sickest jump this weekend? And we would all find a dope jump, and we're all like, all right, you know, we all did good this weekend. That I really mess around with him in the hills. But my ideal dudes to go out in the hills with would be like Kevin Windham for sure, Reed, you know, maybe a couple of other racers, but those are like my ideals. Like Reed and Windham I would love to go out in the hills with, just because they're tech, you know what I mean? And McGrath, I've ridden with McGrath at Akatia, and it's ridiculous, dude. Like the eye he has for certain jumps, and to get all those dudes together in a group to go ride would be my dream come true for sure. DBK for me is just, I've been a dirt bike kid since 1981, since I was born. I've grown up around dirt bikes, going to the desert with my grandparents. Every holiday we'd go to the desert, and my dad always rode. My dad rode an XR500 back and forth to work. And since I was 1, every time my dad would come home, he would take me on a ride around the block to like calm me down. That was like my deal every day. And for me, I don't know, I just think the gear industry is cool, but to me, it felt like it was getting stale. There's nothing really out there that I like. You know, there's a couple companies out there that have like one set of cool gear, and I don't know. My Thor deal was up. I wasn't happy over there. I never got an offer from anyone else that was like worth my while that I wanted. So I was like, you know what? I'm not hurting for money. I don't need to be sponsored for gear. Like maybe I'll try and do my own thing. And I tossed it around for like a year or 2, and then finally I was like, you know what? I'm like, F it. I'm gonna help find investors to back my dream and like make some dope gear. And that's what I'm known for, is always have like a tight costume. So I'm like, all right, it's time for me to design my own costume. But definitely want to have Logan Darian help me. Logan's always designed my bikes. That's why my bikes always look so good, is Logan Darian's always designed my bikes for me. He's working on my Honda kit right now. He's working on my glove right now that we're doing. So I definitely want to have him design some gear. You know, a couple other guys I got in mind. I want to have a couple graffiti artists help me design some stuff, and just different guys like tattoo dudes, graffiti artists, Logan, just different. I want different sets of gear where people are like, there's something for every category, whether you like skulls and flames, which I'll never have on my shit, or you want some like dope type gear, some tattooed gear, some graffiti gear, stuff like that. I want to see if I can do it, and if I don't succeed at it, at least I tried and went for my dream of having my own gear. And if I don't, screw it. You know what I mean? Like, it's either I make it or I don't, and I'm going to try to make it. And if I don't, I'm not going to be down on myself. It's not like I was missing out on anything in the first place. So I'm like, whatever, I'll take that chance. And I've always been that dude that wants to take chances. And I just look at it right now. It's so late in my career. Like, I don't even give a shit what happens. You know what I mean? So I've been doing this forever. So I'm just in it for fun now, man, and hopefully I can come out with some good gear. To me, I think it's cool as hell, man. I grew up racing dirt bikes. Like, I was the bro in a local, and it was funny, man. I had the shittiest clapped out bikes, long hair. My jersey didn't match my pants. Had a beat up ass helmet, goggles. I would find tear-offs on the side of the track and put them on my goggles. I think every little kid did that growing up. And I don't know, man. I was always the kid that wanted to hit the big jumps on the track, and I always wanted to show off, and it just happened to turn into a job for me, man. Like, to grow up riding a bike and it become my job was like my dream. Like, my goal was I wanted to race Supercross, and it didn't happen for me because I ended up riding freestyle. Like, I felt like I could have raced Supercross if I wanted to, if I was dedicated, but freestyle came along at the same time when I was like 14, 15, watching the Krusty videos. Met a couple dudes. The guys from SMP hit me up like, yo, like, we'll pay you $300 a month to jump. That was my first paying sponsor, was SMP. I was like, let's do it. They had me and my dad come in. I told my dad's like, ain't no one gonna pay you to jump a bike. You better get out there and practice your corners. You know what I mean? And I think I was just at the right place at the right time, man. It turned into a job for me, and I can't complain. Like, going from what I started out to be to what I am now, like, I wouldn't have anything that I have right now if it wasn't for my dirt bike, and I'll always be loyal to my dirt bike. Like, I definitely wouldn't be where I am today without riding, and that was always like my getaway. Like, I could be stressed out on school and trouble. Like, I used to get teased a lot for having Tourette's. Like, I would get in trouble all the time at school. I'd get in a fight like every week. Like, end of the year, you know, your referral stacks get sent home, and my shit was like that thick every year. Like, my freshman year, I got kicked out of school. I had to go to continuation school. There were 6 periods. I got cut to 5, got cut to 4. Then I had to leave at lunch right after 4th period, and then I got cut to 3 periods, and then I went to continuation school, then went back, and then finally I got to the point where I was traveling so much and riding and making money. I told my dad, I'm like, I don't want to go to school no more. I'm f***ing over it. He's like, you know what? He's like, you're already making more than your teacher, but he's like, if you're gonna do it, you better be the best you can at it. And I always kept that in the back of my head. My parents were like, we'll let you out of school, but you better make it. Like, if you ain't got school, you ain't got nothing else. You got school or you got your dirt bike. I'm like, I chose the path and took my dirt bike, and look where I am today. Like, I'm laughing, but at the same time, I don't see that. I don't give that. How would I put it? I don't see every other kid taking it like I did. You know what I mean? Because some kids might not have it. I ended up having it, and I took that chance, and it paid off for me. Like, I'm not telling you to go stop going to school and go ride your dirt bike by no means, but that's what I did. That's the path I chose, and my parents backed me on it, and I think I'm living pretty good today. I can't complain. A current state of freestyle for me, like, to me, it just feels like it got stale. You know what I mean? I go to a contest, everyone has the same exact tricks. Some people doing better than others, and I don't know. I get bored when I go to a contest now. I don't really look forward to going to a contest. I'm just like, it's whatever for me now. But for me, I'd like to see it go back to like filming. I would like to see it go to filming video parts and stuff like that. You know, you have your contest guys, you have your natural terrain guys, and just work it like that. But I don't know. We'll see how it ends up going. Like, you know, hopefully some promoters have some different things in mind what they want to do for contest wise. And you know, a lot of it is, I think promoters are killing our sport because they're just having these janky ass contests. Like, you have, like, who wants to go to an arena and watch 3 jumps? Left hand turn, jump. Left hand turn, jump. Right hand turn, jump. Right hand turn. It just gets old to me, like the old figure 8 courses, stuff like that. The only courses I ever really liked was LG. And LG's backed out so far now, it's not even a big event. You know, it used to be like, you used to go there and you win 30 grand. Now you go there and you win like $2,500, and it's like, I know, like, a lot of people are like, oh, don't look at it like the money, but it's like, if you never looked at your sport as like the money, like, you wouldn't be where you are today. That's how I look at it. Like, I look at contests, if it's worth it, I'll go. If it's a big purse and you get a good show up fee, it's worth it to go. If you don't get nothing, it's like, why do I want to go make this promoter a shitload of money and sell out his contest and make a little bit of money. And to me, it's just not worth it. And I just want to. I'm at the time of my life where I just want to have fun riding my bike. Like, don't get me wrong, I had fun riding contests. It was cool, but it's more of along the line like I just really want to just have fun and chill out and ride my bike, you know, out in the hills with my buddies and shovel and spending a day out. Like, I used to ride my BMX bike all day, just riding with the shovel and build bikes. Now I just ride around on my bike, on my dirt bike with a backpack full of drinks and just shovel jumps when it rains. And that's what I'm looking forward to doing now. So that's my deal.